Hi, and welcome to Rise and Thrive Yoga. I'm Kristen, and today I have for you a balance and core flow. So we're going to start just by connecting with our breath like we do at the beginning of every class. So I invite you to find a seated, comfortable pose, such as easy pose, and find a downward gaze or close your eyes and take a few cleansing breaths, letting go of whatever has happened in your day thus far and getting ready to enjoy your practice. And on your next exhale, you can open your eyes or lift your gaze. Bring your hands out to the side as we just take a few energizing breaths to get us started. So palms up, fingertips by your side. Inhale, both arms up. Reach up, look up. And then we're going to twist. So bring left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, looking over that shoulder, just warming up through the core and the spine. Inhaling, both arms up. Twisting to the other side, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you and looking over that back shoulder, twisting through the core. Again, inhaling up, back to the right. Same thing. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling to the left. Last one. Inhaling both arms back up. And then exhaling to heart center. Awesome. All right, so we're going to start standing and work on some balance. So we're going to start in mountain pose. So feet are about hips width apart, hands on your hips to start. We're going to really put some pressure into that left foot as we're going to be balancing on that left foot to start. Soft bend in that left knee, bringing your right heel to the inside of your left ankle and coming up on those right toes. So bringing that right knee opening, so you're opening through your inner hips and your inner thigh. And so this is our base for tree pose. So get here, get comfy, get balanced. If you need to use a chair or a wall or a couch for balance, absolutely do so. It's more important to be stable than to be wobbling all around. You can find a drishti or a non-moving point in front of you. So looking maybe above the camera so you're not looking at me moving or if I start to wobble, because we just never know. Okay, so option to stay right here if your balance isn't feeling great today or this is just where you feel stable and happy, stay right here. If you want to give a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring the inside of your right foot up to the inside of your left calf. Still keeping that right knee open. Hands can stay on your hips. They can come to prayer, or you can bring them up and over. So really pressing into that left foot here to maintain balance. Play around with where your hands are to feel good. And then breathing. So nice, slow, deep breaths while we do this. You can always move your toes back down if you'd like. And if you're really ready for a challenge, you love your tree pose, you can bring your foot up to the inside of your thigh as well. So I love tree pose and I've been practicing this for years. So on most days, this isn't super challenging. Some days it is. And you can give yourself even a little more challenge if you want, if balance is very easy for you today. And you can start moving your arms. So you can bring them to heart center, inhale them up, exhale them to heart center. So all different options. You can stay here with your arms. All right, so let's release all that back down. Just shake out your knees for a second. And we're moving to the other side. So finding balance on that right foot, really putting that pressure there. Nice light bending in that right knee. And then bringing that left heel to the inside of your right ankle and coming up on the toes. So you're helping stretch your bottom of your foot right here, which is really good for the fascia, which covers the bottom of your foot. It's a great way to stretch your foot while we do this. Opening up that left knee to the side. So we want to build the pose from the ground up. So we don't want to just jump into just like going like that, which is why we always start small and build our way up. So we can build our balance, build the pose from the ground up. And it'll give us the most benefits. So nice slow breaths as you find where tree pose feels good today. All different options that I'll show you. So you just find, you don't have to follow me. You know what to do. Figure out what feels good. One side is always going to feel different than the other. Well, not always, but a lot of times one side feels different than the other. So you can play around with where you want your foot. It can be anywhere. There's no more benefits for it being in one place than the other. It's just what feels good in your body. Awesome, bring everything down, shake out those knees. And now we're gonna go down and work on our core. So we're gonna go down onto our seat, knees up, soles of the feet on the mat, hands by your side. So we're going into boat pose. So our hands are facing each other, so palms are facing each other, but they're on the outsides of our knees. All right, and then we're gonna engage our core. So bringing belly button to the spine, really feeling those core muscles. And then we're gonna sink back just a little bit. So we're using those core muscles to lean back. So we're not using our back, we're not using our shoulders or our neck, shake it all out. We're really using that core, firing it up, bringing some heat to the core, pressing into the mat with your feet for stability. So you can kind of use your toes as some traction here as well. So once you get in, nice slow breaths, you're gonna focus on something in front of you and just focus on your breath here. Feeling that core firing up. And then we're gonna raise one foot up and then the other. So now we're in balancing boat pose. Always an option to stay right here because this is really good work on your core. And then if you want to, raising both feet up. So you can kind of play around and see what feels good. Nice deep breaths here. You may feel some shaking. I'm feeling some shaking in my thighs and in my core. And then dropping everything back down and sitting back up. Awesome. Now we're gonna lay all the way down for dead bug. So we're gonna come into reverse table. So knees are at a 90-degree angle. Raising our fingertips so they're both facing towards the ceiling, palms are facing towards our knees. And then we're gonna inhale and then exhale. Left leg's gonna drop, right arm's gonna drop. So you can drop them all the way back or you can hover. Inhale everything back to start. Then we're gonna switch sides. Right heel goes towards the mat, left hand goes back. Use that core to squeeze, 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 squeeze back up. So we're just gonna keep switching side to side. Go nice and slow, at your own pace. Switching sides, left hand, right leg, right hand, left leg. So really using that core, pressing that lower back into the mat. One more on each side. Awesome. Feet come to the ground, to the mat, excuse me, palms come down to the mat. We're gonna just do a few bridge poses to close out this quick practice for balance and core. So pressing your palms and pressing your feet into the mat, lifting your hips up off the mat on the inhale, pressing into those feet, nice and slow, rolling up your spine, and then exhaling, reverse and roll down your spine. And then once your lower back settles into the mat, reverse it, inhale, hips start to rise, just picture yourself rolling up your spine, and then exhale back down. One more time, inhale up, Exhale slowly back down. Awesome. We're going to pick both feet up off the ground. Hug those knees in. Take a breath. Close your eyes for a minute. And when you're ready, you can come back up to a seated position where we started, hands at heart center. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a great day.